Ryan Reynolds or, you know, Hugh Jackman or
Jake Gyllenhaal.
What I wanted to talk about is there's this like bigger conversation happening right now around the attractiveness of men in like relation to the male and female gaze in terms of like how we view people and how we rank them in terms of attractiveness. And okay, I'll give background on what the male and female gaze are just so people know the context of the conversation.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the terms?
Yeah.
So Laura Mulvey is the person who coined the term the male gaze.
Yeah.
And she is a feminist film theorist. So these terms were made to help analyze and understand film and the way that we portray women specifically in films that are directed by men. Okay, so the male gaze is a way to describe the gaze of a heterosexual male viewer and the gaze of a male character and the male creator of the film and the way that view is placed upon women. So this view is often masculine and heterosexual, and the perspective presents and represents women as sexual objects for the pleasure of the heterosexual male viewer. So these women are going to be portrayed as like wildly sexy, your stereotypical, like if you were to like picture like a 10 out of 10 woman, like
Megan Fox
was my
Bond girl
was my first thought as well. I also feel like Scarlett Johansson is very much a person who is like the male gaze. Like think of like overtly sexual, bodacious women. And that's not to say that they aren't gorgeous in their own right. It's just meant to kind of explore the way that we objectify and sexualize women specifically in film.
Yeah.
So the female gaze then is the, you know, feminist response to that. And it's used to refer to the perspective that a female filmmaker brings to the film that would be different from a male view of the subject. And it's not about getting rid of sex or getting rid of desire and fantasy. So these women can still be sexual, but that's not like the main core of their being. It's more about showing that these women exist without objectification, and it puts men, women, and everybody on equal footing. Mm-hmm. And it should be noted that like you can be a man and create female characters with the female gaze. You just have to be willing to not objectify them. Mm-hmm. So when we like kind of apply this to the way that we view people like Pete Davidson, if you look at it through like a stereotypical like heterosexual context, it's like, of course we don't understand why people think Pete Davidson is attractive, but that's because you're looking at it with the like heterosexual male gaze, where like a heterosexual male gaze would view people at like Ryan Reynolds or, you know, Hugh Jackman or
Jake Gyllenhaal
as like attractive.
Yeah.
But the female gaze is like, okay, but Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, arguably someone even like Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Female gaze.
Yeah,
and people can't understand. Yeah, I think Seth Rogen or like Jack Black, like anyone who doesn't fit
all
in,
of the Jewish actors.
anyone who doesn't fit into like your standardized like, you know, think
mainstream,
like 2000 comedies.
Yeah.
Those people are probably going to be the male gaze. And like now that we have kind of a wider lens, we can start analyzing this as like, okay, but like women have opinions too. And our opinions aren't the same as like the traditional male gaze opinions.